Hey everybody, I'm back again with another tutorial. I know it's been a minute, but I've got some good stuff for you, so let's get right into it. It's so easy, it's so simple. Enjoy.
Alright, let's get started. So what we're going to need is a scissors, and you're going to need a zip, most probably a 9-inch zip or anything longer. You can always cut it off. And you need your lining and of course the outer print. Alright, so if you continue with this video, I actually have a pattern for you at the bottom of this video in the description box, and this is a pattern for the bag that we're going to be making. It's from Cat Studio. If you go to www.catstudio.com.au on my blog, there will be a free PDF for you to download for the bag we'll be making today. So this bag is something like that, which is a toiletry bag, a cosmetic bag. You can use it for pretty much anything for you to go around in your handbag or for traveling. It's pretty handy and it's very light. So today I'm going to show you how to make that bag. So what we need to do is to first cut our pattern. First start with our printed fabric. So I think I want to go with this really purpley side. So this sign, it says place on fold. All right, so when it says place on fold, I've already folded my fabric. It's actually pretty long. So because I don't want to cut twice, like place this and fold and cut a piece and place that, cut a piece, I've just folded it into fours. Okay, fold it into 4 pieces, and then I place that place on fold onto the folded part of my fabric. And I'm just going to place my pins. If you have weights, you can put weights on there. Just going to put it aside. And then we'll do the same thing with the lining. So one thing I forgot to mention, that we're going to need interfacing, which you can find at fabric stores, which is more like a fabric glue and a stiffener. So we'll put the outer piece of our bags, the outer pieces of our bags, on the stiffening. Just make sure that the inside of your fabric is against the shiny side of this. Now we're going to take our zip and we'll face the head of the zip down, and you're putting the zip, this is the short side, you're putting it on the long side of your fabric. And then you take your lining making sure that the right sides are facing, and you line it up. Okay, so if you are not familiar with putting a zip, I have another tutorial on teaching people how to put zips in or how to stitch a zip. This method is a bit different, but if you want to learn more about this method, just send me a message and I'll be able to do a video for you. Alright, so when you're stitching or when you're pinning, you pin them vertically. You make your pins go down vertically. That way you don't have to take them off whilst you're stitching, because this machine can skip those pins. Alright, so I'm going to quickly run to the sewing machine, stitch it down, and then come back and show you. Okay, so now that I've stitched that down, you can take an iron and press that. Do the same on this side. So what I'm going to do now is go back on the machine and stitch as close to the edge as possible, just to neaten that edge. Alright, so I've just stitched there. Now we're going to do the same thing to this side. So now we're going to separate the lining and the top fabric and join them together, which brings us here. Okay, so what we're going to do now is stitch around here, and all the way here. At the lining bottom, we'll stitch just from there, leave this open, and just there leave that open, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so after stitching all the way around in the areas I've mentioned before and leaving that gap, this is where we're going to turn it inside out through. But first we need to stitch these corners where you just open it up and you match these seams together. Okay, match them as much as you can, making sure that you have a flat surface after, and stitch across all four corners. Alright, now we're going to use that edge to turn everything inside out. Make sure your zip is open. Go. Alright, so what we do with this final edge, if you're good with the sewing skills, it's just a matter of folding it like that, and then you go on the machine, you just stitch that closed. If you need to press it, just give it a good press. That way it's easier for you to stitch it down without it moving around, depending on the lining you've used. Mine is a bit more bridal satin, left over from another dress that I made, so it's a bit flimsy and slippery, so giving it a good press helps sometimes. So we'll just stitch that. Alright, and there you have it. That's all stitched up. Just gonna snip that one. Just gonna snip that. And that's it, guys. It's a cosmetic, toiletry, whatever you want to call it, bag, which you can use for traveling or anything storage, right? I did make one earlier on. Unfortunately, my footage when I was making this bag got lost, or the camera wasn't recording. I don't know. But I can tell you by now I'm hot because it's very hot out here and I've got no aircon in here. So it is what it is. If you like more tutorials about things like this, do like, share, and subscribe so that I can give you more tutorials. For all those who want to learn more about zips, just let me know in the commentary and I will get right onto it. I want to try and see if we can start a zip series where you learn how to do zips, different types of zips, and how to handle different fabrics with zips. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a nice day.